Oh, welcome to the channel. Bond women. How rising stars Lashana Lynch and Ana de Armas are helping modernise 007. Now, this is not going to be an out-and-out trashing of anything to do with this film. I'm more interested about some of the main comments that are introduced at the start of this article, which is really... It's super surprising, because if anyone was to say this about dudes, all hell would break loose. The opening comments to this article essentially indicate that only women can direct women, and I just find it utterly fascinating how this is allowed to happen, why this is a thing. It doesn't make any sense. So we'll take a look at the whole article, because it's pure gold. It's very, very funny. And obviously we'll stop and kind of give you my thoughts on things like that. But we live in an age now where, and again, I mean, look, no surprise, it's written by a woman, where this stuff is allowed, but it's not, it's one rule for one, none for the other, one rule for thee, and, all of that good stuff. So, in London, with the No Time to Die actresses, part of the Hollywood Reporter's next-gen talent list, as they open up about bringing James Bond into the Me Too age, there is an evolution. Again, as I go through this, I want you to let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on what exactly is wrong with this article, because I'd love to hear it, genuinely. Now, let's take a look. When Ana de Armas first... Oh, FYI, Ana de Armas is a great actress. It's all off-centre. She's the woman who was in Blade Runner 2049. Great, great actress. When Ana de Armas first arrived at London's Pinewood Studios to shoot No Time to Die, the 25th instalment in the James Bond franchise, she was a bit starstruck, though not when introduced to lead Daniel Craig. This whole article just reeks of feminism. Like, genuinely. Not when she was introduced to Daniel Craig, but it happened as she was walking into a meeting with director Kerry Fukunaga, who was chatting with Phoebe Waller-Bridge, who's a renowned feminist. The British creator of Fleabag and Killing Eve, who'd been hired to bring a fresh female perspective and some humour to the film's script. Fine. But again, it's how this entire article is phrased. I saw Phoebe and I just blushed. I got red like a tomato, says De Armas 31. I was like, oh my god, can I hug you? I want to be your friend. And apparently Lashana Lynch had a very similar reaction. And this is the funny stuff. This is what, again, if anyone said this about a guy, my god, the articles that came out about it would be insane. I very literally squealed when I first heard her name. I thought, oh my gosh, British girl just like me. She's going to know how to actually take care of women on screen. What? Apparently, what flops between your legs means that you don't have a perspective or the capability of directing a different gender. Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Seriously. And then there's been lots of comments about this Me Too nonsense with respect to... It's not nonsense, okay? But it has now become nonsense, because it really has. The initial movement itself is fine. Like, it makes perfect sense. But now it's just become nonsense. Like, it's literally being used as the ship to push everything into that one direction. And that's not what it should be. So, No Time to Die will be the first entry in the series to land in a Me Too and Time's Up world. And while the $7 billion franchise may forever be best known for its womanizing namesake agent, director Fukunaga and producer Barbara Broccoli have worked hard with both Lynch and de Armas to create a new type of female Bond character who is much more fully realised than the Bond girls of films past. As well, I feel like the Me Too and Time's Up movement seems to have a very short memory. Did anyone remember Black Moneypenny? Black Moneypenny, who was, again, it's only in the last few years that this happened, but Black Moneypenny, she is, a badass in her own right. But now we're like, no. We'll forget all about them. We've got the new characters. despair for the Me Too age. Not Black Moneypenny. No, she doesn't matter anymore. Insanity. Insanity. Now it says, it's pretty obvious that there is an evolution in the fact that Lashana is one of the main characters in the film and wears the pants. Literally. I wear the gown, she wears the pants, says Diarmas, curled up in a chair in the lobby of London's Charlotte Street Hotel. Oh, God. Fine. Now they are 1 week away from wrapping what has been an epic 6-month Bond shoot, and both are exhausted. Diarmas pours 2 packets of sugar into coffee, talks about some other crappy nonsense. Now, again, luckily, we don't have any speaking scenes next week, so I don't have to use it. Obviously, one of her voices, was going and things like this. The comments, again, here we go. Right. Everyone was really responsive to having her be what I wanted, says Lynch. You're given a fresh perspective on a brand new black woman in the Bond world. What about Moneypenny? What about Miss Moneypenny? Why are we all forgetting Miss Moneypenny? It's very strange. It really, really is how they have such a short attention span. The women have been sexualized before. A stereotype. A kind of woman who will always be in danger, waiting to be rescued by Bond. Not the case. That's really not the case. You're doing a massive disservice to all of the other Bond women out there. It's not the case at all. Oh, they do make some comment on Moneypenny. Naomi Harris is Moneypenny and Leah Seydoux, Madeline Swan, the latter two of whom return in No Time to Die. So why aren't you commenting about them being great? Recent films have brought up more fully realised female characters. So then why are you doing a whole article on this then? You're literally flip-flopping. Ridiculous. Really, really ridiculous. Ah, good lord. It just, again, why is this a thing? Seriously, why is this a thing? It fascinates me how short the attention span is of these people. And again, Broccoli, who also was key in bringing Lynch on board, has been vocal about the franchise's need to evolve. Me Too has influenced our culture, which is a great thing. So of course it's going to influence everything we do on Bond. The films are representative of the times they're in. I trusted Barbara from the beginning, says Lynch. I think the franchise has changed so much over the years. With the past 5 movies, I've witnessed a change. So you're not really doing anything then, are you? You're not really moving it forwards at all. Where's the change then? And why are we so forgetful of everything else that came before it? Miss Moneypenny being black, and now we're touting this as the, a powerful black Bond woman. It's like, well, what about the last? What about Black Moneypenny? What the hell? Why are we forgetting that? Why did you belittle everyone else to try and raise yourself up? Because that's what they're doing here. Apparently she's a London girl through and through. There was never a plan B from 5 years old to now, blah, blah, blah. I've always wanted to be a star, basically. Look, I don't think... I just find this fascinating. I really find this fascinating. We had one conversation about her maybe being on her period in one scene and maybe at the beginning of the scene. And I spoke to Kerry about this, throwing her tampon in the thing. What? What? We're going to get Bond with tampons and periods, are we? Jesus Christ. Lynch says creating her Bond character was about working with Waller-Bridge and Fukunaga to shape a real woman. I didn't want somebody who was slick. I wanted someone who was rough around the edges and who has a past and history and has issues with her weight and maybe questions what's going on with her boyfriend. She even talked to Waller-Bridge, who is only the second woman in history of the franchise to have accredited writer after Joanna Harwood, about adding an issue that nearly every woman faces. Why are you doing that? There are some things that you put in movies that fit, the Bond franchise tonally does not lend itself great to a woman just walking in a room going, yeah, I'm on my period, here's my fanny pack tampon. Fucking what? Next, you're going to be having Lashana Lynch's New 007 queefing when she sits down. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! I am amazed. I am amazed. Why was that even floated? Hey, love, I'm on my period. Here's my tampon. Fuck. I can't get over it. Oh, and here we go. When the rumour leaked, the trolls on Twitter went crazy, with many people expressing fervent anger that a black woman was being named 007. Lynch says she's been taking it in her stride. It doesn't dishearten me. It makes me feel quite sad for some people, because their opinions, they're not even from a mean place. They're actually from a sad place. Oh, it's the fucking go-to from Hollywood, isn't it now? It really is. Just belittle other people's opinions and devalue them by questioning where they come from. You're either a troll, you're either a sad basement dweller, you're either a bigot. It couldn't possibly be constructive criticism on the Bond franchise and the namesake of 007 itself, could it? It couldn't possibly be that. Oh my god. It's even... She said every once in a while she has messaged a hater back, usually saying something very nice, and they've been like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. But it's an interesting test because it reminds them that they definitely wouldn't say that to someone's face. I would happily have a conversation with you about the need to maintain franchise narrative and franchise tone for the fan base. I happily have a conversation with you about that. And I don't think it's not a bigoted place to come by at all. Like, incredible. So anyway, what do you guys think of this? What do you guys think? Let me know down below, because this is just shocking. It's hilarious. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe to stay up to date on the world of pop culture movie news. Make sure you hit that bell notification icon. Also, for returning subscribers, make sure you are subscribed. YouTube is unsubscribing people. Super irritating, but it is happening. If you want to support the channel further, consider becoming a Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you can watch 2 playthroughs per week of horror game, as well as like a fantasy atmospheric game. They're really cool, actually. Do consider checking it out. Also helps me out an awful lot, because YouTube just demonetizes all of this kind of stuff. It's very, very irritating. Not fun. Not fun. Again, it's much like these articles here. Anyone with a counter opinion is just a troll and should be shut down. And that's YouTube's way of doing it. So, whatever. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.